the store, and then that's the sort of that syrup is what you kind of put into your drink.
But do they sell the proprietary, like do they sell Coca-Cola syrup?
No, they don't. No, their own. It's their own syrup. It's not Coca-Cola syrup.
It's not the brand name wasn't due.
No, it's not that brand. No, it's their proprietary. Yeah.
So is it, not taking into account the initial investment, is it cheaper to actually buy their syrup and make it yourself?
So the way I came up with this number is it costs about, under SodaStream syrup, about 30 cents per liter. Coca-Cola is about 70 cents per liter.
So if you look at SodaStream, it has the dubious distinction of having a higher short interest than even Ebix at 48% of shares outstanding. And that's high by, that's probably one of the highest, period. What's the short thesis? What are people saying? You know, are there concerns that this is another Green Mountain or?
There are concerns. I mean, there's no question that's certainly a factor. There's no doubt about that. But in my opinion, I think if you want to make money, you have to take risks. And in my opinion, this is a small cap stock. I think that it has higher expected returns over a long period of time. Colgate has performed very well. It's a great company. I'm not saying that it's not. I think that in the portfolio we have some other huge conglomerates like McDonald's, like Disney. Yeah, I'm sorry, Disney. So I think that the idea is, though, we still have that in the portfolio. We still have those dividend-paying stocks, those stable stocks, and I think that taking a risk on a company like SodaStream can be very, very beneficial to the company in the long run, to the portfolio in the long run.
What's the short thesis on this company?
Oh, why are people shorting it?
Yeah,
I think the main thing is it could be a fad. It could be, it could end up, this device a year from now could end up in people's attics collecting dust, and nobody's going to use it anymore. It's kind of like a gift that we give and that's it.
Are the inventory issues that they had part of it? Is that
they didn't have the inventory issues? The inventory management problem was on the retail side, on Costco or Walmart or wherever their retailers were.
And what's the growth in the in-home soda market generally?
So I don't know about the in-home soda market. I can tell you about them. They've been experiencing about a 35% growth.
And are they? Do you know what percentage of the market they are right now?
Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, of the entire
of the home market.
Oh, they're the largest. I mean, I don't know the exact. There's nobody else really out there that's
so they're greater than 50% probably.
Oh, yeah. They're the largest. I mean, there's nobody else really manufacturing the same type of deal, doing the same thing. Yes.
How do people say just the taste of their product compares to other sodas? Do they compete on that? Or?
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do. And there's brand loyalty, right? So if I'm a Coke drinker, I'm a Coke drinker. I'm not even going to touch Pepsi. So why do I even bother with soda? There is a taste difference. They've done studies. People can taste the difference. Now, whether some people like it more than Coke or Pepsi, there are going to be people out there who enjoy the taste better. But ultimately, the taste is going to change because people are moving. People have realized that I think there was something recently about on the news about high fructose corn syrup and about trans fats. Trans fats make our food taste so good, and we're so addicted to that. But they're moving, to making that illegal and taking that out. And it's not going to take. Our tastes are going to have to adapt because we know that's not good for us, and we'd much rather take the healthier route going forward than continue to be obese or whatever. Yeah.
Do they sell diet versions too?
They do.
Yeah,
we got that as well.
Are you concerned about any of the implications from the boycott campaign?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, so it's an Israeli company. I don't know if I mentioned that. They have manufacturing plants in Israel, and they actually hire employees from the Gaza Strip, and so I'm assuming that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole boycott thing about that is the land that their factories are confiscated from Palestinians and Israelis.
So I'm not. I mean, these are news. I think that's stuff that's baked into the price. I think the market takes that into account. And this is again. I mean, this is something you're going to hear one day. I don't think the next day it goes away. Obviously, do I have a political opinion about it? Sure, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
So you don't think it's no? Yeah, I'm just wondering more. Like, does management talk about that at all?
Oh, I'm sure they do. Absolutely. I mean,
or like in anything you've read from management discussions.
Yeah, I mean, it is a concern. I mean, one of the risks that I put was geopolitical issues, right? They are their factories are spread out across the world. It's not just Israel. They have manufacturing plants in South Africa, in the U.S., and across Western Europe. So the Israel part is a small piece, and again, I mean there are boycotts, but I don't think looking at the sales number, looking at the growth, I don't think that's really stopping people from buying the product.
Other questions?
Does it have any international possibilities for growth?
Yeah, I mean, well, the U.S. right now is not, I mean, basically the main focus for the company because it is the largest market. The other international objective is Asia. That's where they're also sort of the next piece, I think, after the U.S. So conquering the U.S. market comes first, then afterwards. I mean, they're growing everywhere, but really, I think the focus right now is the U.S. and later on will be Asia.
And maybe a quick follow-up on the patents. How defensible are those patents? So you said you have Samsung and Whirlpool starting to integrate their products. How difficult is it for those guys to not pay them at some point and create their own, built-in product?
Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. I don't know how difficult it is. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know exactly sort of how those patents were structured and what those terms are. But I imagine that, this is a serious organization. I think people have definitely taken notice of them. And I think they've got, they must have some great lawyers on their staff and attorneys. And I think that, when you engage into an agreement with a company like Samsung, I think that they certainly have their ducks in a row when it comes to that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you buying the stock yourself?
I would, yeah, absolutely. I'm not a people.